not muted. Hi! Welcome to the stream. I'm LB Hackabup, and this is LB Hackabup, and we're playing a little D&D tonight. We're going to play some Playthings of the Gods. I'm back with these lovely ladies, and with a special guest today. We'll get into that in just a second, but for now, I just want to let you know Kelly's out today. She's not feeling well. She should be back next week. And then after that, there will be no episode on the 12th due to moving. So yeah, that'll be fun. But beyond that, the schedule should be as normal, except for that Tuesday as well. I'll be out, but we'll get to that when we get there. Thank you guys for joining us in chat. It's good to see you. We're gonna go around and have everybody say who they are and who they're playing tonight. And of course, we're gonna start off with Miss Savvy. Go ahead and let the people know.
Hello, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets, mostly on Twitter, where you can find my streaming schedule pinned to the top of my page. When I am not here on Sunday nights, I am on my home channel, twitch.tv/game nights. I'm there Thursdays through Sunday afternoons, either playing in games or running them. But tonight I am playing Alhena, the Centaur Circle of the Stars Druid.
Thank you so much for being here, as always. And next up is our wonderful guest, Miss Sid, aka Christina Sid. You do not need to explain who you are if you don't want to, but go ahead and introduce yourself to the lovely people.
I am Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid, usually talking about all the fun stuff I do on the internet. Like guesting here today. Yay, so excited. And most of the time you can find me over on game nights as well. I'm there on Thursdays running Good Society. I'm there on Fridays, every other Saturday, and on Sundays before this. Sweet. I'm also over on twitch.tv/InfiniteRP on Monday evenings playing Flames of Freedom. It's the Revolutionary War plus, Eldritch Horror. And if I have my druthers, a lot of romance. Oh, I see Wally in the chat. Speaking of which, what up, Wally? Yeah, we try to add that in as much as we can. So good times. I'm playing Bragani, and that's all I'll say for now. Although you can probably guess her race, I would hope, if I did
so.
my cosplay properly. No,
I don't know. It's still up in the air.
No.
Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm so glad to have you on the channel. Next up is Miss Tanya. Let the people know.
Oh, hey guys. You can find me at Tanya Rolling Places or Spider Facts with Billy, my podcast that we've been working on to make it even weirder than it started. Anywho, that's pretty much it. You can find me on Instagram, wherever, where I post some stuff sometimes. Anyways, tonight I am Moxie, a Tiefling bard, College of Glamour.
Thank you very much. And of course, last but not least for the evening, it's Miss Rachel.
Oh, hey, that's me. Hi, I'm Rachel Elizabeth. Tonight I am playing Talon, the Elven Beastmaster Ranger, with her trusty Bloodhawk sidekick Root. I don't know, can you see him? No, you can't. Hold on, he's here. It's very important. And you can find me here on Twitch at Rachel Elizabeth. I'm really bad at anything else on the internet, but I'm here sometimes.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm LB Hackabup. I'm going to be the game master for tonight, or the game mistress, whichever sparks your fancy. So we're going to get started with the recap, which will go over what we did last week, or not last week, the week before. Starting with Rachel. Why don't you go ahead and give that to the peeps?
Okay, everyone, buckle up. It's a long one. A lot happened, okay? All right. Our adventurers said goodbye to Matthias and headed back to the yawning portal to await information about the whereabouts of Alhena's brother. After an hour or so, they got restless waiting. I'm not muted, right? Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. I can't see anymore. After an hour or so, they got restless waiting for Dabby and left a note at the bar, heading back to the Tiger's Eye to find Vincent Trench. He appeared outside and handed Alhena a piece of paper, a purchase receipt from the Xanathar, selling 1 centaur to the Shahir. She showed it to her friends, and they asked Trench a few questions. He informed them that he didn't know much about them, just that they were from Cholt. Trench said that he knew a tracker named Bud, who knew the Shahir's trade routes and could help them track them down since they'd already left town. Talon, buzzing with adrenaline and able to sit still, assumed that Alhena was feeling the same way. They went for a walk, and after a bit, Talon stopped, grabbed her hand, and asked if she was okay. Alhena said that she was okay as she could be, but that they both agreed that sitting around and waiting when they finally knew who they were after was a whole new level of frustrating. Talon promised Alhena that no matter how long it took to find them all, she would sacrifice every last one of the people that kidnapped her brother to the Blood Queen. They walked for a bit longer, people watching and taking in the city quietly, eventually making their way back to the yawning portal. Back at the pub, Moxie was equally restless. She played some music to pass the time, waiting for Trench's friend to find them. Talon and Alhena joined Azira at her table, everyone antsy and quiet. Bud found them, introduced himself, and gave them what information they had. Or they gave him what information they had. He said it sounded like they were headed back to Scholt, so they went back to the circus to grab their horses. Once there, Moxie pulled Mordecai aside to tell him what they were going to do, and in a moment of adrenaline-fueled confidence, she kissed him. He was into it. Talon gave the horses a pep talk, telling them that they were going to ride hard and through the night, and they headed out, route scouting ahead. When they eventually made camp, they gave Bud the rundown of what they knew, and he told them what he knew. He'd been tracking these traffickers and freeing their captives as quietly, safely, and as often as he could. After a bit of travel, Bud thought they may have started to catch up, so Talon sent Root out ahead to see how far the traffickers were ahead of them. When Root came back, he conveyed to Talon they were about a mile ahead of them, but since Bloodhawks can't count, he couldn't tell them how many were in the caravan. They caught up with the caravan, making camp a safe distance away from the traffickers' camp so they wouldn't hear the horses. As they waited, they talked strategy. After some debate, Moxie and Alhena, disguised now as a black bear, scouted ahead to count how many there were. Talon cast Pass Without a Trace to keep them as quiet as possible, and Moxie passively detected thoughts, but didn't learn anything too interesting. Quietly moving around the camp, their scouting revealed 3 cages, 2 people chained to one of the back of those cages, and 4 traffickers, 3 around a fire and 1 keeping watch. Moxie snuck up next to the 2 people changed, a half-elf and a lizard folk, and told them that they were there to help. Asked how many captives there were and how many traffickers. Alhena the bear and Moxie made it back to their friends and relayed what they'd learned. They lay in wait for the traffickers to fall asleep and quietly made their way into the camp. Moxie cast suggestion on a trafficker lizard folk that was on watch and made them walk away from the camp and put herself in between them and the rest of the camp, keeping an eye on them while her friends got to work. Nazira and Bud crept up to the first 2 cages, Nazira opening it in record time and Bud quickly after. Alhena the bear and Talon stayed on the edge of the camp in the tree line, watching the sleeping traffickers for any sign of movement, waiting to usher their captives towards their camp. Nazira quietly motioned to the creature inside to head for the tree line. Bud heaved the passed out orcish woman out of the cage she opened and towards the tree line, while Nazira moved on to the people shackled to the back of the cage. She cracked those without any trouble, and pointed them towards Talon. She moved to the last cage, seeing a very familiar form inside, and got to work on the lock. Alios, Alhena's brother, came to the front of the cage. She told him that she was Alhena's friend and that they were there to free him. She freed him from the cage, and the rest of the group quietly got all of the captives out of the camp without waking any of the traffickers. Once away from the camp, Talon looked at Alhena the bear and asked how she wanted to end this. She bared her teeth in response. They all moved towards the traffickers and attacked. Moxie slicing at the lizard folk, Alhena the bear slashing at the turtle, Nazira stabbing the tabaxi with her daggers, Talon making a silent prayer to the Blood Queen through the crimson hand, instantly killing the sleeping human. They made quick work of the others, Moxie and Bud taking out the lizard folk together and Alhena the bear ripping out the throat of the turtle. Talon launched 2 arrows at the tabaxi back to back. Both hit. He tried to run. Nazira threw her dagger, the gift from her goddesses, right between his eyes, and the life in them flickered out. Alhena turned back into herself and joyously reunited with her brother. He said he'd known she was coming for him because of a dream he'd had. They went back to the camp and talked, happy to finally be together again. Wanting to give them time to reunite without interference, Moxie, Nazira, and Talon rummaged through the pockets of the dead. They found a ledger containing names and information, gave that to Bud to help with future endeavors and hunting these people down. They took off the top of one of the cages, turned it into a cart to help Bud transport the captives back to Waterdeep, and then they decided to make an example of the traffickers for anyone else using these secret routes. The 3 of them piled the remnants of the other cages and the bodies in a pyre and lit it on fire. Drawing the logo they'd found in a ledger on a piece of paper and pinning it to a tree with one of the fallen traffickers' daggers, Bud smeared it with blood and made it look even more threatening. The next morning, everyone full and rested, they set off back to Waterdeep. Bud stayed with the cart, and Alhena, Alios, Nazira, Talon, and Moxie rode ahead. Before parting ways, Bud gave them the name of someone who could help them find Elcor. Brigani. Sorry, I had to make sure I was going to pronounce that correctly. Going back to this. Find my place. And they said they could find her near the docks at the anchor's chain. Alhena and Alios racing and bickering like siblings do the whole way back, her friends happy that she finally had the weight of worry lifted off of her shoulders. As they traveled, Alhena gave them the rundown of everything she and her friends had been through up until that point. They made it back to Waterdeep just as the circus was finishing packing up to head north. Alios didn't want to go into the city, worried about the Xanathar, so Moxie offered him a spot in the circus. Alhena was hesitant because she'd just gotten her brother back and she wasn't ready to not be able to speak to him again for weeks. Seeing her friend worried, Talon had an idea. They could find someone to enchant their boss and bitch necklaces so that they could keep in touch. Moxie, in a moment of brilliance, said that Pepper could probably do it, and they set off to find him. Pepper said that he could do it. He'd have the first one enchanted in a week and the second one the week after that. Alhena was still apprehensive of going a week without speaking to her brother, but knew he'd be safe traveling with the circus, and they said their goodbyes. Moxie made it a point to say goodbye to Morty before they headed out, planting another kiss on him before she walked away. And when we left our adventurers, Talon, Alhena, Moxie, and Azira headed back into Waterdeep to find Regani and start their search for Elcor, the first of Valrea's companions they needed to assemble for the impending war.
Thank you very much. That was incredible as always. Yay! And yeah, so that's where we're gonna pick up. Does anyone have any questions or concerns before we begin? No? Good to go? All right. Then we are going to pick up exactly where we left off. Alhena, Moxie, Talon, and Nazira are heading back into the city. The walk from the northern gates to the southern, near the docks, is going to take you about 45 minutes. It is afternoon. I don't remember what time of day it was, but so afternoon sounds good to me. It's maybe around dinner time. Is there anything you guys would like to do before you go down there?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't remember anything that we needed.
Sorry, I'm pulling up the map of Waterdeep so I don't get confused. All right, perfect. So you guys make your way down to the Anchor's Chain. It is easy enough to find. And you pull in. There is a very large sign out front. There is a chain going from one side of this building to the other, and then a large anchor in the center. There is no like sign saying what it is, but the anchor and the chain are enough for you guys to figure out what is going on with this. Yeah, so you guys walk in the door, and it's pretty full at this time of day. There's a lot of sailors in here, a lot of dockhands, and people who work. It smells highly of fish, but for the most part, it is just a hustle and bustle little tavern. You do see someone in the corner who kind of doesn't fit the whole aesthetic of this place. Sid, would you like to describe your character and what they are doing?
Sure. You see, like tallish, Tabaxi. She, from this angle, she probably looks all black. But as soon as you get a little bit closer, you see like some faint markings. She's a black Bengal Tabaxi. So you like very faintly see some spots in there if you get closer. But yeah, she has several piercings in her ears. And on her face. But otherwise, she's wearing a nice dark cloak. Overall, clothes, everything looks pretty high end. And despite being very plainly dressed, wears several really nice pieces of jewelry, like real nice. But currently, she's knitting.
What would you guys like to do?
So I'm kind of looking over at my companions, and I was like, do you guys think it's that knitting tabaxi that can help us?
Doesn't hurt to ask.
You usually look at people who are knitting and think, yes, they live a life of danger.
I mean, now I do kind of.
That's fair.
Needles are sharp, man.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, I would start walking over. I imagine everybody else is kind of coming, and I'll walk in front of her. You like Bergani?
Who's asking?
Oh, hey, I'm Moxie. We were told maybe to come find you. You could help us find someone.
Who sent you?
What's his alias? How do I say that again?
No, Bud sent us.
Oh, Bud sent us. Oh, Bud. You know Bud. Bud sent us.
All right. Bud's all right. All right. What do you need?
Do you know anybody by the name of Elcor?
You want to get in trouble?
Wasn't looking to, but we tend to do that from time to time either way. So no, but we'll accept it if we do.
All right. Come on, over here. Goes further into the bar at like a more private table.
I'm like, Moxie just kind of shocked that that worked because she did not put the charm into that one, but
I'm wary of wandering into a corner with a stranger again.
Yeah, there's a nice little private table sort of towards the back of the bar, right sort of on the edge of the actual bar. It's there's no foot traffic, and the bartender seems to have noticed you, but is leaving you guys alone.
Who are the extras?
oh, sorry, I'm Moxie and these are my friends.
I'm
They got
Talon.
names?
I'm Alhena. You might have seen my brother wandering around here getting in trouble.
I guess he's a centaur.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, and you're all here from Bud.
Yeah, we just assisted Bud on a mission. And
Oh.
he sent us your way after we had completed it.
That sounds real good. Anyway, so you're looking for Elcor.
That we are.
We'd heard
Yeah.
Elcord gotten in some trouble.
Yeah, you could say that. Knit one, pearl two. Sorry. Keep going. What do you need him for?
We were tasked by a friend to find him.
Tasked?
Yeah.
That sounds all important. What's that about?
We were just recruited by somebody, a patron to find him, track him down. An old friend of his.
A patron.
I mean, that's what you call somebody that, you know, a faceless person who's paying you, right?
One of y'all actually speak common and want to translate that for me?
A friend of his is looking for him, and we said we would find him.
Was that hard? All right.
She's not from here.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, I don't know exactly where he is right now, but I know he's with.
Well, that'd be great. Who's he with?
The Zents.
Oh,
That's not as great.
Yeah, he messed around, got super fucked up after a gig or something, and now he's gone.
Like gone, or just like sort of gone?
Like off the street gone, like hadn't been seen since gone.
That's even less good.
I mean, he was like super popular and stuff, so I don't know if they'd kill him outright. Might be worth more to him alive. Who knows? Some Zents are crazy.
Well, our job is to get him out of trouble.
You want to take him out of the Zent fort?
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, you wanted me to be more direct, so.
All right, maybe I do like yous. All right. Yeah, this is almost done anyway.
It's beautiful, by the way.
Oh, thank you. This one's already spoken for, but I make lots of little baubles and things. I made these. She points to some of the earrings on her ears. I make scarves and earrings and necklaces and the whole like. If you like, I got a business card. She'll
I would love a business card.
yeah. She pulls it out. It just says Breeze Things. Very pretty design calligraphy.
This is amazing. I will absolutely want to commission something from you if we don't die from the Zins.
Moxie loves to buy things that people make.
I do. I appreciate handcrafted items that people put their love into.
Oh yeah. I put lots of love and shit in these. Yeah.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Well, yeah, you let me know any colors or stones or metal or anything like that. Yeah, I can do it for you.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold off a little bit. Do you know where could we even start to find Alcor?
Well, with the Zents. All right. We want to know where he's at. Only a few people are going to know. We're going to have to talk to Mogart. Yeah.
Mogart?
Yeah, he does a lot of work for the Zents up at the docks. Well, here at the docks, I guess. We're at the docks, aren't we?
All right, that's who we need to start with. Can you tell us where this Mogart entity is, or do you want to take us to them?
Yeah, well, he spends a lot of time at the Lucky Devil.
Okay. Can you tell us what Mogart looks like at all?
I don't know him personally. I've seen him a couple times. He's a half orc, about yay big. He's got big bags on his eyes. Looks fucking tired all the time. It's like, go to sleep. Don't keep going to the brothel. You're gonna be up all night. You know what I mean?
He's a brothel goer. Even better. That's awesome.
Oh, that's what the Lucky Devil is. It's a brothel.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I'm like, you guys, I don't know what else we need.
Want to come with?
To help you break somebody out of a Zen stronghold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got money?
Depends on how much.
It depends on what you think of my services.
Well,
What
we
are
don't
your
know.
skills?
Yeah, we don't know anything about you at this point.
I like to roll.
Okie dokie.
Does
ahead and make
anyone
a roll.
have something pretty on their person?
That is a good question. You guys got rid of those boss bitch necklaces, so
I did, but I do still have my lucky rabbit's foot.
that's true.
Is it
That's
somewhat visible?
yeah, it's clipped to my belt.
Okay.
Alhena's hair also literally sparkles. with
Okay.
stars.
Ooh.
You could say I'm something fancy.
I
Oh, girl,
myself
you
am
fancy.
something quite fancy.
And knowing Nazira, she's probably got some baubles and stuff in her pocket that she's randomly picked up off of tables and stuff
That's
that people
true.
won't mix or miss.
Okay. We'll go for 2. Nope. All right. I don't know. Would this be passives?
Sure.
A
Are
14
you...
and an 18, respectively, to steal some shit from them when they're not looking.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Why don't you guys? What is your passive perception?
18.
Okay. Do you know how to look up your passive perception?
Oh, me?
Yeah. Everyone.
Mine's 20.
20.
Mine's 17, but I don't really have anything pretty on me.
Say high wisdom party
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
damn.
for the first
Sorry.
time in I think D&D history.
Mhm. Don't you? You have a stupid high.
I do. I rolled shit. I rolled
yeah.
a 3 and a 7.
Jeez.
A bunch of absolute goobers with crazy high perception.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So what were you attempting to do?
I was going to attempt to just steal something during the conversation.
Okay. You see Talon, you see her going for, as she kind of puts down her knitting things, you see her going for your lucky rabbit's foot. Very smoothly. Oh, Nazira doesn't notice shit. I just wanted to check.
It's surprising considering she's our rogue.
Yeah.
That seems right
hungover.
for her specifically, though.
Yeah. Do you think I could like catch her hand as she's trying to go for it?
Well, I was gonna make a reflex save, but that's not a thing in 5th edition. Make a acrobatics check.
22?
Yeah, you're able to catch her hand.
Nice try, but wrong crew.
All right, then. Not bad.
I mean, anyone less accustomed to what we do on a daily basis, and that probably would have worked.
Well, it generally does. It's how I managed to keep myself in business, if I may say. That and the occasional job to, I bring in people's houses and I steal their shit for money. So,
Have you thought about selling your knitting? Because it's very good.
I do. I got the, this is the business card. That's what I was saying.
Oh. You might be underpricing yourself.
It's a nice side hustle, but it doesn't pay the bills. Not yet, anyway. I was thinking maybe I'd open like a little store, call it lots of breeze things, because it's like a whole store full of them.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you help us, I'll play in front of your store, get people to come in. I'm a bard, by the way, so I play
really
music.
good.
Not to brag, but yeah, I'm pretty good.
She's
I mean-
also very funny. So
and
like,
she's the head of a
please-
circus, so she could commission, baubles and outfits and things at the circus.
That's true. We do have concession stands and little gift shops, little pop-up gift shops at the circus.
All right. I do this job for you. You commission your whole circus. Bracelets. Jingly ones.
What do you charge for a nice jangly bracelet?
$5 silver.
Okay, done.
All right, then.
Cherry's gonna love those.
Yeah.
she's going to want more than one.
Yeah, we can. If you want to make a ton of them, we'll sell them at the circus.
All right.
if the dancers use them and people see the dancers using them, they'll probably want to buy them themselves.
Talon, you should come. And Alhena, you guys might need to be on the marketing team for the circus.
She could set up a booth.
Yeah, I want you to set up a booth.
Like one of those pop-up things? I hear those
Yeah,
are
I mean,
real
we
popular.
come here sometimes, but the circus travels if you're into traveling.
I do a little here and there, but I like to stay around my family.
All right. Well, I mean, we can always come by, put it in order, and come pick it up when we come back through town. But for now, I want to commission the Jangly Bracelets. I will say about 20 of them. Is that insane amount for you to make?
Yeah, I can make a couple of those in a day or two.
Okay. Yeah, make me 20. But we don't need them now. I think we'd rather have you come help us first if you're willing to, or, we don't want you to get hurt or anything. And
Don't worry about me. I've been hit before. Yeah, all right. I'll pay my tab. Stands up. Leaves her
as-
knitting for a second, eyes you all, takes the knitting with her, and then goes to pay her tab.
As she walks away, I like kind of shrug to everybody. I'm like, well, that worked. I don't know what's going to happen, but it worked.
Maybe
I
we
mean-
should try to pay people off more often.
Yeah. It's just so much easier when you give people money.
We should get some more money.
We should get more money. And I get something out of this for the circus. So I'm happy.
Yeah, Cherry is gonna love adding jangly bracelets to her
Mhm.
throwing the fans and things. I'm already imagining it.
Yeah.
I actually kind of want one now.
Yeah,
I
me
know.
too.
It's
It wouldn't be very
actually good.
stealthy for me, so
That's true. You can maybe get one without the janglies on it and just the bracelet part.
Maybe a jangly collar for Root.
There you go.
That would be nice.
I don't know if he'd like it.
It would grow on him. Fashion is an acquired taste, is what some of the ladies in the city say sometimes.
That's what I hear. I'm more function over fashion.
By the way, guys, are these Zents gonna just they're gonna fuck us up, right? This is
I mean, it's a possibility, I think.
yeah. Oh well, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, anybody that stands in the way of the greater mission here is just in the way.
We
Yeah.
should try to be as
They
careful as possible.
They can't be persuaded or bribed. You're not leaving us many options.
We
Yeah.
should try to be very careful, though, based on what people have
Ugh.
said about them.
Yeah, we'll tread
Fine.
carefully.
I'll be
until we
careful.
don't.
I'm learning to turn into some smaller animals.
Ooh,
So
That's
that
a good
might be
idea.
good. A bear is, I think, very effective at some
Very
things.
effective. Very
was-
intimidating.
it was the right choice at the time. That was good.
But it's not the only one I know. So I think maybe we'll try some new tricks.
Well, I'm excited to see those. I love tricks.
Maybe
Yeah,
I should join the
tricks.
circus.
She kind of
Wanna say
nudges
something about
Nazira.
tricks?
Yeah. Yeah, we like tricks.
All right, show me trick.
Well, Alhena here, and I'm kind of looking at Alhena like, is this okay to say? Alhena
She
turned
doesn't
into a bear, so if we need that at some point, you'll get to see some tricks, but we kind of save them for when we need them.
Oh, like you do like real magic.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I don't mess with that stuff.
I've got a trick you might like. And I'll nudge Nazira and she can flip her coin as I make the dagger come out of my wrist and she can show either her dagger or her whip.
Okie dokie. Yeah, Nazira definitely does this. Bree, you see Nazira, who is a very pale, she's a drow, very pale elf with the black hair. She pulls a coin out of her pocket and sort of this large silver coin, flips it into the air, and as it comes down, she catches it and it is a very shiny dagger, like the cleanest dagger, like freshly made. And she kind of like holds it up and like shows it a little bit. And
Are you some demons or something?
And
No. We just have powerful friends.
And Talon, what does yours look like?
So I've got this tattoo on she's got a tattoo on her forearm, and it's a dagger, it's just this ornate looking, red and gold and black dagger. And then as she flicks her wrist, the dagger just appears in her hand. And the tattoo is gone. And then she ungrips it, and then the tattoo is back on her forearm.
That's creepy as fuck, but I mean that's probably real handy sometimes.
Bree, go ahead and make a history check for me.
Oh yeah, does she recognize the dagger?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, it's a 7.
It's a nice dagger.
Yeah, that's real creepy shit. But all right.
well, not everything we do is creepy. And Moxie does. She has like a little fire in her hand, and kind of tosses it up, and then when it comes down, it's just glitter that never touches the ground and disappears with her minor illusion.
Glitter that doesn't actually stick to anything is probably the most amazing trick I've ever seen.
Oh yeah,
Bats at it a little bit. That's super weird.
yeah.
I like
we
it.
got we got pretties too. Let's go.
Yeah.
I can also do a trick, but we should probably take a rest.
Guess I'm taking him toward the lucky devil.
Perfect. And as we do this scene transition, a Fanthwarp was redeemed.
Woohoo!
We're gonna do a Fanthwarp. If you have one close at hand, Sid.
I've got one around here somewhere.
You've also been gifted an advantage and an inspiration if you'd like to use them.
Oh, that's so kind of you. I'll do them on any other intelligence-based rolls. Yeah. Fan right over here.
Hold for fan.
Is a really big one too.
Hell yeah. All right, are we ready? In 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Perk, for that wonderful redemption. All right, you guys are heading to the Lucky Devil. Do you guys want to discuss your plan before you get there?
Have we had a rest in a while? I've lost track.
Yeah, we
so-
took like a couple days back,
yeah.
right?
Perfect.
I think. I hope we didn't do that all in one night, or our horses
no.
are never going to talk to us again.
Right?
I was sending my stuff back and then realized I should probably double check.
I guess as we're walking, we just want to talk to Bergani and be like, so what can we even expect? Like, are we just gonna talk to this dude and get answers and that's it?
Nah, he probably won't talk to you at all.
Will he talk to you?
I don't know. I never met him.
Yeah. All right, let's.
I know the guy that runs the joint though.
That could be helpful if we need it.
Yeah, I mean at the very least he could tell us what room he's in.
I like that. Let's do that.
All right.
All right. You guys make your way up to, well, you were at the southern part of the city, but you make your way up to the northern sort of midway up into the city still in the southern ward, but more towards the castle ward. You walk outside a building that has very lavish curtains sort of outside in front of the door. There's some ferns and some gold trim on the pots that are out there, and you see that it says the lucky devil, and then on the end of the devil it turns into a pointed tail, and the D has little horns on it. As you make your way inside, it is a very large open room. In this area, there is a velvet-looking sofa. There's some chaise lounges. There's more of that curtains kind of hanging from pillars, with a bunch of different rugs on the ground. Lots of little coffee tables. There's a few people milling around in here having drinks. There's a full bar in the back, and a woman kind of sitting at a desk near the front.
Right before we go in, can I do something a little shady?
Sure.
Just teen shady. I'm gonna wild shape before we go in
Okay,
because I'm incredibly conspicuous.
that's fair.
And not at all stealthy. So I'm gonna wild shape into what can I probably get away with?
Anything, because I could pretend you're my companion. I'm a ranger.
I'm gonna wild shape into a panther.
Believable.
All right. Okay, cool. And you can
But
hold
like,
it.
because I have like jewelry and stuff, so I'm just gonna like leave on a necklace and hope that it looks like a collar.
Yeah.
Like,
I like that. And you can hold this for like your 5th level, so like 2 hours at this?
let me double check because I think it's half my level rounded
Yeah.
down. Yeah, so 2 hours.
I have not played a druid in so long, but I'm
Same.
happy that I remembered that. Okay.
Yes, so 2 hours.
Solid. Okay. You guys walk in with are you leaving Root outside, or is Root coming in too?
We'll leave Root outside. He'll
Okay.
perch on up high somewhere and just keep an eye to make sure no shady characters come wandering in the building.
There are a lot of shady characters coming in this building.
Armed
But-
shady characters with
Fair.
weapons out. How's that?
Okay, yeah, like if the
Like,
if the
yeah.
city guard come busting in, Brute will
Yeah.
let you know. All right, perfect. You see the room before you. What would you like to do?
Moxie's kind of looking around like, I wonder if Pop Pop would like this place. It's kind of named after him, I guess. Anyways, Brigani, where's the owner at? Do you see the owner anywhere?
Nah. I guess I'll go up to the lady at the front. Hey, how you doing? Hubris here?
Sorry?
Is Hubris here?
Oh, yes, he's in his office. Would you like to speak to him?
Yeah, tell him Bree wants to see him.
Cool. One moment. She kind of pushes back. It's a dark-skinned human with very, very long black hair. She gets up. She's wearing sort of a flowing dress that is clasped at the waist, barefoot with lots of ankle bracelets on. She moves off to the side and goes through a door into a hallway, and she's gone for a couple minutes. You guys want to talk about anything first, or?
So, what are we doing?
We're asking if what's his name is here. We have some business we'd like to discuss.
Right. All right. So, we just want to talk to him?
Yeah.
Oh,
Business discussion.
oh, that's easy. All right.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to, like, stick him up or something. All right.
No, not yet.
Right.
You save that for when things go sideways.
Got it.
I'm slinking around in the shadows, just like proving I can be sneaky.
Bless. Would you guys like to do a megathwarp before we go back? Before Hubris arrives? All right.
What's the difference between a regular and a mega?
This is a normal fan. This is a mega fan.
Oh, I did a mega last time. My bad. Okay.
That's all
Some of
right.
us only have megas.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. in 3, 2, 1. The fans don't even fit on our screens. I love it so much. All right. So the woman comes back out and says, he'll see you in his office now. Right this way. Points to the hallway. The door at the very end of the hallway.
I know where it is. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, come on.
You guys make your way down this hallway. There are no sounds coming from these rooms that you can hear. So you can assume this might be the administrative wing. And you get to the end door, and it just says "the boss" on the door. And do you knock? Do you walk in?
Oh, she just walked straight in. Yeah.
All right, perfect. You guys see a small-ish office. There is a desk that is has very well organized papers on top of it. There is a white tiefling sitting behind the desk. He has light blue hair that is sort of slicked back at this point. He has very distinct white horns that move around his head. He's wearing a business attire, but of like almost like a very fancy duster at his jacket. But he, as soon as Bree walks in, he's, "Hello, darling.
Hey, how
You
you
brought
doing?
friends."
I did. They well, they got a question for you.
All right. How can I be of service?
Hey, we're cousins probably. Cool. Moxie's like
Perhaps?
doesn't see tieflings very often. Hey, is there a person named Mogart around here anywhere?
He's usually here on the weekends. Is there something you need him for?
Yeah, we definitely need to speak with him if you can make that happen for us.
I can see if he is in. Is everything all right?
Oh, everything's fine. We just wanted to discuss some things, nothing major, just a little chat.
Right. Yes. Let me see if he's available. Do you mind waiting in the common room?
No problem. That'd be perfect. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. He kind of walks behind you guys as you walk back down the hallway. His tail kind of flipping a coin behind him. He takes it into his hand and puts it in his pocket and leans over to the secretary and asks if he's there. She starts looking through the paperwork and pulls out a sheet. And he says, yes, it seems that he is here. He is currently in a session. About 15 more minutes left. Is there anything that I can get you if you'd like to wait?
I think the scenery for me is enough.
Oh, thank you. We've
It's
been trying
beautiful.
to re-energize this part of town. It's taken a long time, but it is I think it's coming around.
Yeah, it is. It's gorgeous in here.
Wonderful.
You got any milk, Q?
Of course.
Yeah, I'll take some milk.
Anything else for anyone?
I'm okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. Bree, is this a what type of meeting is this going to be?
Business, right? Business.
Your business?
This
Right.
kind of
So
mine.
What I'm asking is,
Together business.
should I put you in a room that's easy to clean, or
Yes.
right?
Better
I would
safe than sorry.
I would prefer if you don't kill him.
I don't think it's gonna. That's not the first plan.
Right. I don't
That
think the
might
mists would
be
like
one
that
of the
very
other
much.
ones that comes after, though.
He is
What do
very.
they call that?
Sorry.
Was like you
Be
got the
like that's
first plan.
that's like plan F.
Right. Is this yours?
Yeah, like F. Yeah.
All right. He kind of looks down at Alhina, looks up at you guys, is like, probably not the weirdest thing that's happened in here. He's gonna go get Bree a drink and put down a bowl of water for Alhina and leave you to your devices. I think Bree, he'll kind of pull you aside for a second, just to make sure that, of what you're doing in his place of, establishment.
They came to me. They're looking for a guy. I'm pretty sure the Zents got the guy, so they want to talk to, the key keeper for the Zents. They just want to talk. They just want to talk.
As long as it's just talking.
Well, if he doesn't want to talk, then it might not be talking anymore. So it all comes down to him.
I don't think the miss would be very pleased if anyone died in here.
I know. So we'll try not to.
All right. You are your own child. You are your own girl. You do what you like, but you remember that there are consequences to actions.
Yeah, the consequences. Yeah, and I know. So
All right.
they're buying a big commission. I just,
All right. I'm proud of you that you're doing your entrepreneurial thing, and this involves your crocheting.
Oh no, this is the jewelry. Yeah, they're buying they're buying some bracelets.
Lovely. Well, I'm very proud of you that you are expanding your horizons.
Yeah. Well, it's easier because if I make the bracelets, I don't have to steal them.
That's true. Or sell them, doing the whole
Yeah, the fencing's
steal
not
it,
that bad.
find us then. Yeah.
But fencing and selling your own stuff is a lot alike, I've found. So
True.
it's just I don't have to lie about where I got the stuff. I can just say it came from me because it's mine.
Yeah.
It's real nice.
It is. Yes, you do great work. All right. Well, if you need me, I shall be in my office.
All right, thanks you.
Yeah. Come by the house more often.
Yeah, all right.
I'll leave you to your devices.
So he had like an office, right?
Yep.
And then we're in the common area, and now he's gone somewhere else.
He's going back to his office.
Dang it.
Sorry.
It's fine. But they're preparing a room for us to talk to this guy in.
Yeah, he
clean?
told his secretary. Yeah.
Okay.
And after a few minutes, after 15 minutes, a girl walks down the stairs, a tiefling that is a very, like, interesting shade of green, almost. It's like almost like a blue-green. She looks more like a Triton than a tiefling, but she has the horns and very long, straight green hair, like a dark green, and she sort of, like, moving her hips very suggestively, walks over to the secretary, places her hand down, grabs a piece of paper from her. They have a small conversation, and she moves back, taking the hand of one of the patrons and bringing them to the back. The secretary stands up and walks over to you. She says, "Just one moment. I'm going to just make sure that he is the man you requested is in the proper room. If you would like to follow, again, this is a establishment where we keep. We want to make sure that all of our patrons feel that they are safe here and their privacy is protected. So please, if you see anyone or if you see anything you find inappropriate, please keep that to yourself."
See nothing, saw nothing, heard nothing. Got it.
No problem.
Thank you. She'll lead you back. You see there's some rooms that have just drapings in front of the door. There are a lot of rooms that have doors. You guys, I mean, this whole campaign started in a brothel. The brothel at, what was it called? Shoot, I'm not gonna remember.
The open purse or something like that.
No, it was a pun on. was like happy endings or something like that. Oh boy, I don't remember. Anyways, so the you guys, I'm sorry. Now I need to remember. Yes, Tack Hailstorm, the character I have in all of my things. No, I don't even have the name in my notes. Wow, I'm trash. Okay, so you guys walk, but you've seen plenty. You've seen a lot of a brothel. This is by far the nicest place you've seen. Probably the nicest, like inn, better than any inn or hotel you've ever seen. This is well taken care of. It is fancy. It is expensive. It seems to be. So you are brought back to a room. She kind of puts her hand up, knocks on the door. Excuse me. Is this room occupied? And you hear a voice from the other side of the door. Is a sort of gruff. Yes. Sorry. She said, Mr. Mogart. Yeah. Yes. I'll be out in a second. All right. Thank you. She looks to you all and kind of does a like I didn't see anything, and she walks away.
Be my
So-
guest.
Let's just go in there.
I mean, maybe give him one more minute to put his pants on, but yeah.
It will give him a beat.
All right.
And then I'll open the door and walk in first.
Yeah, you guys walk in, you hear a voice, just a minute, and it's you see this gentleman pulling on pants. He's got typically the typical green half-orc skin. He's got a 5 o'clock shadow going on. You can see you're kind of looking at the back of his head as he looks over his shoulder. He's got dark green hair that looks like it, hasn't been cut. It looked nice probably about 2 weeks ago and just hasn't been done anything with or cut. He's got large bags under his eyes. He's pulling on he's already got his pants pulled up. He's doing the belt. He doesn't have a shirt on. You see on his back he has a lot of scarring from what looked to be like slashes in his back. There's probably like 12 different lines going down his back. But he kind of like turns as he pulls on his white linen shirt. I'm sorry, I didn't know this. I'm trying to get out of the room as fast as I can. I didn't mean to hold up business.
Oh no, take your time.
No rush. We're actually here to talk to you.
To me?
Yeah.
About what?
Well, just trying to figure out exactly like what she's not
Y'all
the
didn't
one to talk
discuss this
usually. Yeah,
before.
like she's also not usually like the one who's the one talking. So she's kind of like looking to like Moxie, her more articulate friend, to be
Do
like,
we need to do a flashback of when we talked about this before we came in?
Did you guys want to talk about this beforehand?
That doesn't
No.
really.
They
No.
usually just wing it anyways.
We'll be fine.
Welcome to Sunday night, Sid.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Moxie kind of interrupts Talon and yeah, we've been told that we're looking for a friend who is with the Zents, and we've heard that you can help us get in there.
The Zents. Who told you that I know anything about that?
Mm,
Rumor?
I mean,
Said rumor.
oh yeah, what she said.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know anything about the Zents.
We're looking for someone named Elcor.
And I'm looking for a hot blonde human.
Is he being like kind of a dick, or do we can tell that he's lying essentially too?
You can definitely make an insight check to see if he's lying or not.
Whoops. 16 plus 18.
18?
I rolled the wrong thing. So
Ooh.
So did I. I got a
it is-
15.
It is
I
kind
rolled
of
a
hard to-
28.
Hell yeah. As a panther, holy shit.
No, I keep my mental stats.
That's true. That's true.
My
Sid,
insight
did you
is
wanna roll?
very good.
Yeah.
Sorry, did you say something to me?
Sorry, no, I asked if Sid wanted to roll.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Sid knows. So
Yeah, Sid.
nah.
Okay. Talon
She's
and
like, he's
Moxie.
fucking lying.
Yeah, Talon and Moxie. This guy is hard to read him. He's like, I mean, he's one of those people that look like he's just tired, and you can't tell that if he's like emoting weird or if like he's actually lying or if he's
God,
just
that's
really
so relatable.
exhausted. I know, right? Alhina, he's definitely lying. He's doing a good job of it, but he is lying. And Brie, you know that this person definitely works for the Zens.
So Alhena is going to like just I think she's been like beside Talon this whole time to kind of sell the bit. So she's just going to like very low, like so Talon can hear, just like growl and then sort of back up and just sit in front of the door. I think I think she thinks that'll get the message across.
Oh, it will.
So like, yeah, do we all see that? So Moxie would
Mhm.
see you moving and kind of be like, huh. God, we think you can help us. And you're gonna help us.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm just a patron of the brothel.
Like, Bree, we just make him comply with us.
You want me to shoot him?
No, don't shoot
No,
him.
that's
but
my job. And she's going to look him dead in the eyes.
like she could shoot him, but like he's full of shit, and we need to make him help us.
I know he's full of shit.
Yeah, why
What
are
do
you
you want
so
me to
full of
do?
shit, guy?
Well, I'm sorry, I don't understand. You what do you want?
We know you're the frontman for the Zents by the docks. So stop with the bullshit. They're looking for Elcor. They want to know where he's held. You tell, it's fine.
Look, I know that you guys are like you're really intimidating with your panther over there and your weapons and magic whatevers you have. But even if I am, that's never gonna happen.
Moxie kind of interrupts him in the middle of this and like boom, 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 thaumaturgy, and like does the loud voice like you're going to help us now, and then she makes her eyes turn like a fire color, and then make like a thunder sound in the ground all at the same time.
Okay, do you want to roll intimidation?
Sure, let's try it. Ooh, I got a dirty 20.
I was going to say, if that doesn't work, I have another idea.
I'm sorry, you rolled a 30?
Dirty 20.
Oh, a dirty 20. Yeah, so you do this. I should probably roll. Oh boy. Oh, that was terrible. Ah, Jesus. Okay, alright. Well, shit. That wasn't necessary. The enclosed space. Jesus.
Was, because you're still on your bullshit.
Look. If I do work for the Zens, then you know who I work for. If it gets out that I let something slip, what do you think's gonna happen to me?
Literally nothing, because every single one of us here is capable of taking a secret to the grave. Nobody would ever know that you have any interest in it. You could tell everybody that this was, if anybody sees us, that it was a wonderful time with several women. That was a gift as being a patron of this brothel. And
Yeah,
nobody
everyone knows
would
I
ever know
fuck,
that we were the
so,
ones.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll go along with it. And Bree fucks, so that's perfect.
I don't have that information here. Okay? I don't keep that on me at all times. It's at my house. And if I'm going to do this, then I need assurance in some way that this isn't going to get out. Because it could be easily spinned that it was someone else who gave out this information. But you know what? I don't want to get clawed by the ghost again.
Ooh. What kind of insurance do you need?
Who are you?
Oh, my name's Moxie. Hi.
Okay. You?
I'm Talon.
Okay. Tabaxi?
Brigani.
The thief?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, how about this? Can't have any paperwork. A blood oath. I
What's
deal
that?
in
Talon's
contract.
Talon's gonna make eye contact with her friends. Like, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't make a joke about about blood oaths.
I make contracts all the time. I make contracts all the time. It's binding. If you renege, you go back, then you get hurt.
All right. So the oath is we don't tell anybody where we got the info from, right?
Exactly.
I'm comfortable with that.
All right.
Nazira
you
just
good,
says,
Alhena?
okay, fucking weird, but
Oh, wait. He didn't ask Alhena to do anything, so we will leave her out of it. Okay.
Mhm.
probably
Yep.
wise. All right. He says, all right. I gotta get the shit from my house. I'll meet you. There's a boathouse on the docks. It's small. It's sort of in the middle section. There's a. Do you know where the Rusty Anchor is?
We
Yeah.
do, in fact.
Okay. It's right by the Rusty Anchor. It's a very small building, kind of on its own. The front door is locked, but the back door's open. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll meet
When
you
do you
there,
want us
then.
to meet you there?
Do you want it tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Shit. Guess I have a death wish. But I am too
No,
tired for this
you
shit.
have a death wish if you fuck us over.
Mm.
Look at it this way. You help us out now, you might end up with several powerful new friends.
I got powerful friends. That's how I ended up with scars. And no sleep. All the anxiety.
Well, we're actual friends, you know, that don't hurt people, that don't do bad things to us.
Oh. All right. Yeah, I'll meet you there in like an hour.
Perfect. Thanks.
Yeah. Moxie, Talon, Nazira, Bragani,
It's Bree, all right?
free. He's gonna exit the room, and you guys are left by yourselves.
Should
I
I
think
follow
that's-
him?
At the mention of following him, Alhena is like on her feet, like
I mean, I can if you want.
I mean, I think Yumi or Nazir. I mean, I don't know. We don't know him. Do we trust him?
Nah,
No.
Nope.
not at all.
I think one of us should.
I follow.
Okay.
I'm gonna
All right.
follow him.
With the said
And I'm gonna
boathouse.
stop rolling on D&D Beyond because it fucking hates me tonight.
Fair.
I think Alhena's gonna kind of like, because I still got a pretty good bit as a panther, and their sneaky, I think, is gonna like kind of gesture towards Bree, like, should I
She'll go with you, Bree.
Be like, yeah, go ahead, go with her. Bree got company.
Is this a joke? Like, it's like a cat thing.
Who
Like,
doesn't want a panther with them places?
I am basically a panther all the time.
Yeah, that's cool. But you said you wanted a trick. Here's a trick. That trick's gonna come with you.
It's not
Be
a
happy.
trick. It's the other lady. That's not a trick. It's her.
You just cannot be satisfied. You're getting caught up in semantics. Just go follow them and take your panther friend. You'll be fine.
Fine, come on,
All right.
centaur lady who's now a panther.
All right.
just one eyebrow raised, like.
Alhina and Bree go following after your mark. But I think that's a good time for us to take a break so everyone can go get a beverage. So thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us in chat. Thank you for your redemptions and all of your wonderful things that you have done for us. We're going to take a quick 5 to 10 minute break to make sure you relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw, do a little head swivel so you get those cracks out of your neck. And we'll be back in 5 to 10. See you soon. Bye. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for that redemption, Cal. We loved coming back with a thwarp. And we're ready to get back into things. Alhana and Bree are chasing, well, you're following behind this wonderful man who is, boy, is he exhausted and tired of this shit. Mogart is traveling through the city. I would like you guys to roll stealth checks, please.
That's much better. So that's an 18 plus 11, which
Hell yeah.
I believe
29.
is a 29.
I got 21.
Hell yeah. He does not see you guys as you move through the city. Actually, most people aren't looking at you. He is very much in his neck of the woods. He doesn't have to go far to find his to go back to his home. It is actually a really nice house. There is a brick wall around, and there's a very small yard, kind of just enough space between the house and the wall so that there could be a garden and a path, which for this part of town is kind of like unheard of. It stands out a little bit. It's a very beautiful brick building. I thought there was a cat in here. It was a piece of paper.
There it is. It's
It's you.
Yeah.
You see him go in through the front gate, and he places a key in the front door, unlocks it, moves inside, and locks it. What would you guys like to do?
Can you talk like that? All right. I guess, can you shake his head? Good. All right. There's a little bit of something there. You want to watch him for a while? All right. Can we sneaky maybe up to a window or something?
Yeah, if you guys want to pop on top of the wall, go ahead. You guys rolled good enough stealth checks that I'm not super worried about this. You guys are stealthy, and it's dark, and you have dark fur, so it's pretty easy. You guys look like little gargoyles sort of perched on the side of the wall. You look like Batman. You guys look like Batman. The cat ears? Yeah.
I think Alhena, real quick, just trying to be helpful and be like, look, I can do things, goes to like jump. How high is the wall?
It's probably like it's probably like right above head height, so like 6.5 feet maybe.
Okay, because I can jump like hella far.
Oh yeah,
So
Panther,
I think just
for
like
sure,
full on
easy.
backs up, leaps completely over the wall, clearing it like roof height, and then just like jumps back up on it and is like sits.
I mean, that was fucking impressive. Cool.
Just in case we need that for later. She's like, oh.
I can.
Bree's gonna like pull out a little pouch with like put a little jeweler's loop in her eye and like just start working on these bracelets that she's been commissioned for.
All right, everyone take a drink, take a beverage as we are waiting. The other two, Moxie Talon, what are you guys, well, Moxie Talon and Nazira, what are you up to?
I'm going to tell Moxie and Nazira that I think that we should go scout out this place that we're supposed to go before we just show up there later. Kind of wander around, kind of get a feel for where we're going so that we're not just going in blind.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. You guys can make your way down there. Go ahead, either Moxie or Talon, make me a, I guess a survival check is good for this because you guys got to find the place first.
I'm not rolling. Oh, you're muted.
Crit +7, 27.
Hell yeah. You've been to Waterdeep before, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you've heard of the Rusty Anchor. This is different. This is different from the Anchor's chain. The dock ward is just filled with like a lot of anchor bars, but also a lot of just bars that are like named after like the sail or like that sort of thing.
Anchor bars,
yeah.
bars where anchors hang out.
Hell yeah,
They go to meet other anchors of a certain
What's
type.
that? Was that the only part of a ship you could think of?
No, actually, the first one I figured out on the spot when we were talking last time, and then that one, the Rusty Anchor, is a reference to a.
You don't have to humor me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You just said the sail.
The sail. Yes, the rudder. You've got the poop deck. I don't know. I don't have that much knowledge.
The purple barnacle.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you remember where this is, and you kind of follow the road behind it. There is I would call this a shack. It's got windows on all sides, but two of them are sort of papered up, so it only has, you can only see through the front and the back. There is a door in the front, a door in the back, and sort of around you, as you look into it, if you'd like to look into it, you can see that there's sort of a lot of like just knickknacks, random like fishing equipment in this place. But there is a spot behind the desk that's in there, this sort of small table, that there is like almost like a room divider sort of thing. So if you wanted to be back there, no one could see you. But if you'd like to go ahead and do a investigation check around the area.
25.
24.
All right. Yeah, you kind of look around. This area is it's in the open, but you would miss it if you were walking by it. It does just look like a very old shack, like somebody stores their fishing equipment there. So I think that you don't see anything hinky, like the back door is unlocked, the front door is locked. It is very inconspicuous for dealings, basically.
Moxie's satisfied and okay with everything. I imagine after this, since we've kind of scoped it out, we're just walking around and just waiting, essentially.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that like we were gonna like roll up on like a place that was just swarming with people.
Yeah, you you can definitely see that there's people walking around the sorry, there's people walking around the docks, but they are very like about their own business. It's dark now. The sun is just set. Which where you guys are standing, it's kind of a nice view. There's very dark purples going on over the water. But it seems to be pretty everyone minding their own business right now. Okay. Back to Alhina and Bree. You guys see lights coming on in the house, and the curtains are pretty drawn, but you can see him moving throughout the house, going upstairs to the one of the upper levels, and he is sort of in the room that is like where you are to the left, up at the top. Are you guys what's your plan? What are you gonna do?
Guess just keep eyes on him. Make sure he's not, I don't know, ratting us out or doing anything shadier than normal for him, I suppose.
Okay, how are you going to make sure of that?
Be a creepy peeping Tom in his window, I suppose.
All right. So you guys are about like, I don't know, like 10 feet away from this. Well, at an angle, you're probably about 12 feet away from this window. Are you guys trying to listen in? Or like how, because you can see his shapes, but it's not very easy to, like, you're still on the outside of a building looking on the outside looking in.
So is he gone? Is there an upstairs?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna jump on the roof.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess I can do that too. I think I can do that too, in fact.
Yeah. That is a tabaxi thing. You have feline agility.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a climb speed.
Exactly. I think tabaxis you too. Am I wrong with that?
We do have a climb. Yeah. With our claws.
All right, you guys both make it up onto the roof. Alhina, you see Bree jump, sort of clinging to the edge of the roof, and pull herself up, where you were very much able to just kind of like cat leap up there. The
Just two paws together, like, yeah.
a silent clap from the paws.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, you guys, can you make me an what kind of check would this be? Where you guys are trying to listen in to see if he says anything, or is like getting up to shady business. Probably invest. Well, yeah, perception is good. Perception makes sense.
Well, 17.
26.
Hells yeah.
These are the things I'm good at.
Alhina, you kind of get down closer to the window so you can really get those panther ears going. You're not a panther. What are you? Are you panther?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you really get them moving in. Bree, you kind of can hear as the papers are shuffling. It's hard to describe. He's going through some paperwork. You don't hear him say anything. You hear him mumbling a little bit, like, contemplating his life choices, a little bit. But in general, he's not like talking to anybody. There doesn't seem to be anybody else in the house. You hear a book like clap closed, and you hear a paper tear, and then he begins to make his way out of the house.
Duck down on the roof.
The gargoyles upon the top of the roof remain unseen. Yeah, you just see the ears over the roof as Mogart exits the building and starts making his way back towards the docks.
I mean, if there's any other shit you want to know about the Zents, that Be a good time.
Alina's like towards the window, like,
Yeah, right. We're gonna go in his room and find out some shit.
All right. The window is closed and locked, so go ahead and try and unlock it for me, Ms. Bree.
It's all you. I don't have hands.
I have no hands. I don't have hands. I have claws, but she's pretty good with the claws. All right. So for Thieves Tools, which I have, I took the, what's it called? Oh, no, I didn't. Never mind. Okay, so Thieves Tools is proficiency plus dex, yeah?
Mhm. Yep.
Okay. So it's a 6 plus 16 is a 22.
All right. You are able to sort of how do you do this? Do you have your tools or do you use your nails?
Pulls out something from one of her earrings, pulls out the back, goes to another one, pulls out the back. She keeps them in her earrings.
Oh,
and
I love it.
Gets in there.
All right. And you hear the little click of the window becoming unlatched.
Pulls it up.
Open up the windows and you both make your way inside. This is a now dark office. The shelves are lined with books, and there are papers on the desk that seem to be, in general, very neat, but he was moving very quickly through, so there are some that are moved around, and you see one of the pieces of paper has been torn in half. It's a blank piece of paper.
Anything cool? Being very careful not to fuck with stuff too much so he doesn't notice.
Yeah, do you want to make an investigation check?
I might have to use my advantage on this, but sure.
Hannah, would you also like to make an investigation check?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You also have advantages and inspiration.
So that's a 9, which would
Okay.
be a 10.
Okay.
Oh, good. We have the same investigation.
Oh, good. I'll use my advantage on that.
Sure. I have to figure out which one.
Okay.
Yours.
It's a little better. It's a 12, so that's a 13.
I've got a 16.
Okay. Hold on. Hold. There it is. Okay. So you, Bree, you start looking around. You're able to you notice there's a lot of sort of bound papers that are on these shelves. There is a lot of books on bookkeeping and the equivalent of the best way to stay organized and and then you see some that are self-help books. You see some that are what to do when you're lonely. But in general, there's a very eclectic different types of books in this place, of a very lonely man. But you see, Ahena, you kind of see that there is a right directly behind the desk. There is a locked cabinet that seems to have more paperwork in it.
Rare.
Oh, nice. We got to get this guy a friend. Anyway.
Rare.
Yeah.
The cat noises are sending me.
She'll take her stuff out. And again, it's great. He's patronizing. Sex workers need to make a living. It's great. But if he's doing that in order to, I don't know, fill a void of some kind, that's not always healthy. I don't know. Anyway, she'll be making these comments about poor Mogar while trying to unlock the safe.
All right. I will ask this question because I know you. Well, I don't know when the last time you played D&D was. Would you like to check for traps?
Oh yeah, that whole thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I guess I'll take the nat 20 that I just rolled to check
Hell
for traps
yeah.
then. That would be investigation, yeah? So
Yes,
that's a
yes.
21.
Hell yeah. You you get ready to start trying to unlock this lock, and as you place one of your tools in there, you kind of like touch the edge of it and you feel it is very like the metal on it seems very warm for what it is. And it makes you pause for a second and you can kind of see that there are runes on the edge of this cabinet, and it seems to be trapped.
Hey, I don't fuck with those. Hey, it's got a whole like magic alarm thingy or something. I don't know. It's a trap.
What would you like to do?
Debate. Because I have dispel magic.
Oh.
But I can't cast spells as a panther.
Ooh.
How many?
This is Sophie's choice.
No, I have another. No,
oh.
come on.
Oh, if you have another one, then it's not.
I do have another rosary. Grab my spell list real quick. How many third level spells do I have? 2. Okay. If Bree like really backs off and is like, no, absolutely not. Because she's probably running up on the time limit anyway. And we'll turn back into Alhena.
God,
All right.
shit. Warn me next
Sorry.
time.
I don't really know how.
You do magic? Well, yeah, you do magic. You just turn into a fucking cat.
Yes.
Can you do something with that?
I can try.
All right.
I'll try to cast a spell magic.
All right. What level are you casting it at?
It's 3 because it's the highest level I have.
All right. Yes, you are able to cast dispel magic on this. You see the lettering on the edge sort of glow red and then look like it has become inert.
It's good.
Yes, I think so.
Not bad.
Well, it's a new one, so.
A new spell?
Yes. I'm perfectly confident that it worked this time.
Oh.
For sure.
You know, maybe I could learn one of those. Really just that one. Because then, it opens up more possibilities for, locks and stuff.
There are a few that I could think of that I know or that my family knows that would probably be good for someone in your profession.
Yeah, like what?
Well, I mean, there is the getting rid of magic. There is also, just your standard sort of healing magic in case you are injured, whether that's in a fight or if you, I don't know, you probably get up in high places if you fall or something.
I mean, I usually land on my feet on those, so. Nice. That's a 23 to try and unlock it if it is locked.
It is now unlocked.
Excellent.
You open the cabinet and see within a lot of very well organized, labeled books. They are labeled in a code, lots of letters and numbers. But you can see, because it was a moment ago, that one of them has been is slightly out of place, and is probably the one that was picked up.
That one. I don't do much with books, so if you want to look at it, you can.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll look at it.
All right. Again, it is very coded. The why don't you go ahead and make me an investigation check to see if you can kind of figure out what you're looking for? You can piece together a little bit of this code.
7.
Boy, there's a lot of letters and numbers on here. Uh you can, one of the tops of the pages is labeled docs, docs holdings. And you can see that there are 12 different sort of bolded headers. Bree, you know that in the docs they do have quite a few holdings as far as like places that they keep different things. 12 seems like a good number for this, so you might be able to surmise that these are the 12 buildings. You recognize that there are labels on them. As far as numbers, you can you know that the docks are labeled with numbers, but there's a lot of them, and it's unclear what is being held in each. There's a lot of, again, there's a lot of codes as I wrote some of them down, so I'll be able to like some of them say EK-40 V10-G4 2G per day. That sort of stuff.
You know what any of that means?
No, absolutely not.
Well, it ain't thieves' cant. It ain't elvish either. It looks like it's in common, but
No, I speak 4 languages and it's not any of them, so.
oh. Yeah, my mom made me learn elvish.
It's handy. A lot of things are written in the
Never
Elvish
used
alphabet.
it.
Really?
Nah, never.
Oh, I guess I also know Sylvan. It's similar in structure. I'm not exactly the brains of the operation.
Not me either. I'm more like, go get that. And it's like, okay, I'll go get it. So, you know. Should we like write it down for someone that knows stuff?
Yeah, I guess we shouldn't just take it.
No. He looks around the rest of the room. Yeah, I think he might notice if it goes missing.
Mm-hmm. I'll write it down. Alhena pulls one of her many loose pieces of parchment out of her bag. It's just stuffed with them. It's just scribble them down.
All right. You make shorthand of the shorthand. And yeah, what do you guys want to do in this room beyond that?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So he was at his desk, right?
Mhm.
We saw him. He was at his desk going through papers. He ripped a paper and left. Was he like writing, or was this just something that he was like reading?
He was writing something down, and then
Okay.
he tore a piece of paper.
So I want to go to the desk, and because we haven't like really moved anything around, we were just kind of like scanning. I want to go to the desk and look where, like, sort of where his papers are. Is there like other paper underneath the paper that he was writing on?
Are you about to
wanna
Nancy
get a
through this?
scratching.
Yeah,
I
obviously.
love this. Yes.
Very
there
high
is.
wisdom.
So proud. I was like, somebody do this, somebody do this, somebody do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so Alhena's gonna take a piece of her her pack of many parchments and lay it down, and just I don't like a piece of charcoal or something that she would have because she sketches so much, and just kind of rub over it real quick.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can. There's a little bit of like overlap from other things that had been written on the desk, but not as recently. So the very prominent text that is in the front is are you ready? I'm gonna tell you. EK-04 V10 G4 at all times, and then in parentheses 2G per day. Got it?
Okay. I mean, I think I can guess what the 2G per day means.
Yeah. Yeah, that part I got.
The rest of it, I have no idea. But I know some very smart folks.
Ooh.
My friends.
Oh, right. Yeah, right.
They're very smart. They come up with things all the time.
Oh, good. All right. So let's make like we weren't here and then not be here anymore.
My grandma liked to say, make like a tree and leaf.
It's good. I like that a lot.
Right?
Like a tree and leaf.
I should not try to get down off the roof in this form.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
I'm just gonna. What did I do? A panther? No, I'll do something else. Hold on. Let me find something fun. I've got a list. Because of course I do. I'm gonna turn into well, not a shark. That's not helpful.
Can you do aquatics yet? I'm jelly.
Yeah, I just can't do flying stuff yet.
That's it, yeah.
Turn into something like growly, something scary because I'm going to be doing it for the next couple of hours.
An alligator. Oh. I like it.
Alligator's so slow on land, though.
That's true.
A hyena.
I've been in Florida for too long that was my first.
Just like a mean looking roll spotted hyena.
Hell yeah.
All right. Hisses for a moment. Sorry. Instinct. Woof. All right.
Because they chatter.
That was a good word. That was a good sound.
That was really good. Can you jump like that? All right. Here we go.
All right. You guys make your way.
Relock the window. Yeah, relock everything.
Oh. Everyone check your posture. Don't slouch. No slouching on this stream. All right, you guys are going to head back towards the docks?
Yeah.
All right. And for those of you at the docks, what are you doing? Are you just waiting? You going inside?
No, just waiting around.
Moxie's just finding like rocks and stuff to throw in the water because she likes a little bloop noise.
I like that. Yeah, so you guys are waiting for about 25, maybe 30 minutes before you kind of one of the you hear a door open behind you and you as you kind of look over to see there is you see your half-orc friend Mogart going into the building that he suggested for you.
And we just see him, like, Bree and Alhena aren't there yet, or are they?
They are not there yet.
Okay.
If he walks,
yeah, if he walks in, I want to probably wait a few minutes to see if they show up behind him or not.
Mm-hmm. All right. You guys didn't spend too long in the house. You make it back there, maybe like 7 to 10 minutes later. Yes.
I just real quick, because I had these important papers that my friends need. So just for wild shape purposes, I can choose whether my equipment falls to the ground, merges into my new form, or is worn by it. So I am a hyena wearing a backpack.
Love it.
That was it.
So you guys see, are you guys coming stealthily or are you just kind of walking up?
Always.
Okay. Bree, go ahead and make a stealth check.
25.
Talon or Alhina, are you going stealthily or are you just walking up?
I think I'm just gonna walk up.
Okay. Talon and Moxie, there is a hyena coming down the street with a backpack on.
Moxie's like, oh, backpack.
It's got pockets.
Would we kind of know that? Oh,
We can
is that
assume that's
You-
yeah.
you can assume-
I'm
you've
gonna
never seen
assume
her
that I
do
know
this,
who that
but
is. Yeah, especially
You know the
'cause
backpack.
Root probably senses who that is, so he's like flying down and be like, "Wait, this is new!" Like investigating the hyena who smells like Alhina.
One of
Yeah.
these days, Alhina is gonna be like in the outhouse, and a random animal's gonna walk up, and y'all are gonna make the wrong assumptions. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
saying.
that's why we needed the backpack? So when the hyena walks up, I'm like, can we look in your backpack? Because otherwise, why would you keep the backpack? So I kind of rifle through the backpack and find the papers, I assume.
Sure. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in there. The papers are right on top. Bree, you are there. They just can't see you.
So I guess I pull the papers out. I'm like, ooh. And
Yeah,
like,
they
I
should be
kinda,
right on top there.
oh, shit, fuck. All right.
Yeah.
Bree. Okay.
Yeah, I've been here the whole time.
Okay, cool. That wasn't creepy at all. Talon, look at like I kind of put out in front of us, both of us, because I don't know what it means.
Huh. It's obviously some sort of code. Must be the code that they use in their organization.
Mhm.
One of these is probably, well, obviously the 2 gold per day. That's gonna be like how much they're paying whoever it is. It's like, just gonna like grab the paper, just sit staring at it for a minute, like working it out in our head, like seeing like, random words will come out every now and then, like just like thinking out loud, like.
Why don't you go ahead and make an investigation check for me, either of you or both of you, whomever wants to.
I'll make one, but I think
24.
Okay.
14. That's about right.
You
All
hear
right.
her like mumbling it out loud, right? Like,
Mhm.
like words are coming out. It's not a
Yeah.
complete sentence. Like as she's pondering this and trying to figure out the code. Like, do you have any more of these? Are there more of these?
All right. Yeah, you start working through it. The EK doesn't seem to like jive with anything that you can think of. As far as like something to do with like the docks and like the buildings down here. You guessing the 04 in line with the other the ones that you see. It is in numerical order, so it is the 4th holding that they have. V10 seems to be part of the building number. G4 is a little bit more difficult because why would you need any other numbers if you have like the address and the number holding? You might be able to surmise that Elcor is a big target. Elcor is a a prize. It is something that needs to be protected. So G4
Maybe
might mean
guarded by 4 guards.
perhaps.
Okay. I will relay my surmisings to my friends. Like, I'm not sure about this last one. The G4, I'm assuming if what I've worked out before that, it's where he is. And I would assume that how many guards are guarding him and how much gold per day it's costing them maybe as an organization to guard him. I'm not sure about the gold, but obviously that's a 2 gold per day. So I'm just going to assume that, I don't know. I need to see like a lot more of these to like really figure out like the, the full their code, but that's what I've got for this.
Didn't you write down that full page of code? There's another paper in there.
Oh, okay.
Just like rummages through the backpack, sort of like pushes another paper out.
Yeah, there is the letters on this is the only, the two letters, the EK, these are the only letters that are different than the other ones. You see that there is, there seems to be like, GD and, SR, and those are on all of the other ones except for this one. It's probably what they're holding.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume, I don't know, I don't like to make assumptions when I'm like cracking codes here, but like I'm gonna assume Alcor is EK. That seems to be like in these codes, like that seems to be what they're holding. So I'm gonna say assume EK is Alcor. This is where he is. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say we should expect at least 4 guards. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that. And then this is like looks like the building number. Yeah. I think that's what it is. We just have to figure out what building number this one is.
Well, maybe what's his nuts? He's in the shed. Maybe he'll know what building it is.
Okay.
Well, this is good because if he tells us anything different, then we know he's fucking with us.
Oh yeah. Then we'll be mean to him.
I don't know if we should be so mean to the
Not
guy.
that mean. Like we're not gonna stab him or
Wait.
anything. Just
No,
Why
I
shouldn't we
mean,
be mean to him?
I just mean he seems like a very emotionally, like maybe we give him a break.
Like, well, so you think like maybe like a softer touch would work?
And
Like
Like a
not
hug?
intimidating
like,
will
yeah,
be
like
nice
a hug.
to him?
Yeah. Doesn't
Well, he
seem
said he
to
wanted a
try
blonde
much.
human. I'm a
Hmm.
blonde elf.
Yeah, maybe you can lead on this one. If he likes blondes.
That's not the place for me usually, but all right.
Hey, I'm learning plants. You're learning charisma. No big deal.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, we'll be right behind you.
You guys walk into the back. There is enough room for you guys back here. You see that this is sort of like where the storage is in here. So it's just more of the front, but a little bit more like hooks, and it smells of fish. There's bait, but Mogart is sitting on the counter, sort of fiddling with some wire, sorry, not wire, fishing line, as he sits on the counter. Oh, okay, you did come.
You think we go through all that trouble and not show up?
Well, you did just find me at the brothel, and then, I mean, I don't know how much trouble it was, I guess.
That actually took a lot of work, finessing. I mean, we don't sell you short. Why are you selling us short?
Sorry, I don't get, I don't, people don't really talk to me about this stuff on the daily unless it's actual work stuff, like from the company.
Oh.
Is that a hyena?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Where'd your panther go?
We have lots of animal friends. It's
She
kind of
had a
my thing.
meeting. Yeah.
Okay. Look, this is. He kind of hands over a piece of half a piece of paper that's been torn, and it is folded in half, and he gives it to you guys. Who takes it?
I'll take it.
Okay. You see on the inside, or you see as you open it, it is the same code that was on the other sheet, but it's elaborated a little bit. The V10 is going to be a little. It's gonna. He has a line drawn from it, and you see it says Smuggler's Run labeled next to it, which I guess Bree, you would know that's a street in the dock board. It's like almost it is the last street before you get to the southern gate. It's building 10.
Oh, I know where that is. Okay. So that's where he's at.
Yeah. I go now.
How many guards?
Usually 4.
They any good?
They're paid very well.
All right.
Talon's gonna like take a deep breath, look at Max, and be like, okay. She's gonna like put her like hand on his forearm and be like, look, I know that what we asked you to do today wasn't the easiest thing considering who you're aligned with. So thank you.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate it. And it'll be really important later.
Thanks. You see the green of his face darken a little bit in the moonlight. And he kind of just like scratches the back of his neck, not quite sure what to say.
Really, you don't understand like how much this is like helping our mission.
Yeah. I would say I'm happy to help if I wasn't risking my life.
Maybe you should consider another line of work, something a little safer.
Well, usually I don't have to do this.
But I mean, like, who you're aligned with doesn't sound like they treat you that well.
I mean, if you do the right thing, if you don't fuck up, then
yeah, but
they're pretty great.
Look, these are my friends.
Got a nice house.
And if I make a mistake, they're not going to assault me for it.
Fair. But it is good motivation.
Motivation by fear and loyalty by fear isn't real loyalty.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Sure.
Are you into chicks?
I'm into everyone.
You know, when a girl is really hot, but also really crazy, you kind of put up with an equal amount of the crazy to the hot level.
Oh yeah, the hot crazy scale.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everyone knows that. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh.
My boss is really high up on there. I don't know if you know what a fear boner is.
Yeah. I've inspired a few of those in my day when I'm not being nice to people.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not all bad. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, like I said, loyalty only for the sake of being afraid you're going to get murdered if you're not loyal isn't real loyalty.
Right. Something
we're all friends and we follow each other because we're truly loyal to each other. So just something to think about.
Oh, I'm not really friends with them yet. They just they contracted me to make some bracelets.
Oh, God, not the time. Not the time.
Sorry. I mean, we might be. I haven't known you all for very long.
I know.
I'm just
Yeah, that's
saying.
besides the point.
Yeah,
Giving a speech here.
sorry. Yeah,
Yeah. But you know,
Oh.
if
Related,
you
yeah.
ever need to disappear,
I very much appreciate that. Thank you.
mhm.
Moxie's like, thank you so much. And she goes up and like gives him a hug.
You like he kind of stiffens up as you hug him because he doesn't know you guys and he's like not sure if you're just about to stab him or what because you do approach very quick and he's like what
Like, it's okay, pumpkin. Just giving you a hug. Thank you so much.
he like you feel this like a hand patting your shoulder.
There you go. There you
Uh-huh.
go. That's a good
Thank
little
you.
orc. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not into that dynamic, but I appreciate the hug. Okay, I'm gonna leave now. You're all very nice. I hope I never see you again. Okay?
Okay, bye.
Goodbye. See him like scratching the back of his head as he's walking. He's very confused about his feelings right now. He doesn't know he's been threatened and then they hugged him and he's just like he like betrayed the people he's working for. He's going through a lot right now.
Yeah, I was mean to him, so I'm trying to confuse him a little bit and make it up to him.
It's he is quite confused.
I think we broke him a little bit,
A little bit.
as we do.
All right. You guys gonna head down there?
Yeah. Bree, you said you know where this was, right?
Yeah. He's
What-
Smuggler's Run.
What time of day is it now? Oh, you muted yourself.
The sun has set. It is early evening.
Is evening the best time to go do this, or
I don't really think there's a best time to do this, especially if he's got gods on him all the time. So
Yeah, better now than waiting and there being more guards or them coming to move him.
well, sounds good to me. Unless Alhaina, do you think that's good or bad?
Waiting for somebody to say it.
yes.
I've been resisting the urge. I'm so glad somebody else did it.
All right. Hi.
It would be good if we
Alhaina's
could take a short rest and I could out of game. It would be good if I could
Yeah, that's kind
with
of
a short rest I could get both my wild chips back. So
It's early
Yeah,
evening.
totally.
You know what? Moxie's hungry, so let's get food first and sit for like, what is it, an hour?
Mhm. Yeah.
And relax.
Yeah, you guys are
Okay.
absolutely able to do this.
Let's find a spot for some food.
You go to the Rusty Anchor since it's right here. It's a nice bar. It's just small. There's probably like 6 tables in it. But it is 2-story. Or I'm sorry, 3-story. So there's kind of like go upstairs, there's a landing. Go upstairs, there's a landing. But again, like there's not a lot of space, it's just a lot of vertical space. There is a half orc behind the table or behind the counter. You're able to get your beverages and your food and take your short rest.
During that, Bree hands Moxie like 5 bracelets. Yeah.
When did you have time to make these?
We were sitting outside his house for a while, so
yes.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
I told you I could do 20 of these in like a day. So here you go.
It's
So-
very impressive to watch.
I guess so. Since you're coming through, I'll give you half the gold right now. What is it? 10 gold altogether that I owe you for 20 bracelets?
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you 5 gold right now as a good faith effort.
Great. Thanks.
Don't fuck me though, okay?
For bracelets? Why would I do
Yeah,
that?
like don't fuck me over. I'm
I
giving you more
won't.
money right now. I only got a quarter of them. I gave you half the money.
No, I won't. You get 20.
Okay,
20,
cool. Here you go.
We shook on it and the whole thing. Yeah.
No, I'm good. I just needed to say it. Now I'm okay. So
There
fine.
is honor amongst thieves.
Yeah.
I
You
didn't
heard it
steal
here
these.
tonight,
I
folks.
made them. So, it's different.
Oh, okay. I got you. Just checking.
I can vouch for that. We sat on the roof for a really long time.
I guess so. Yeah, I run a circus. I don't know a lot about thief stuff. I'm just learning that I need to start asking more questions. So, hey, thanks for being a guinea pig for me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm a tabaxi though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Never mind. Just forget it.
Okay. Is it the nose? It's just a different. I don't.
No, it's very nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, great. Beautiful. Max just started shoveling food in her tiefling mouth.
Do you guys want to discuss how you're going to approach this evening? Or are you just going to go for it?
We should probably discuss some strategy.
Well, do we know what we're walking into whatsoever?
It's a warehouse with 4 guards.
That's all we know.
All right. Talon, you shoot him dead.
I mean, are we going immediately for like killing people, or do you want to try to like chalk our way in?
I don't know. They're guards, like Zent from the Zents, like they're dicks. But I'm always just need to be more
I mean, like,
careful. So
So for instance, like I'm trying to think about like what would catch me off guard, right? Like, and that would be like, this is like a district in which like people might get drunkenly lost. Like we could have like one of us pretend to be drunk and like half carrying the other one, like until we get up close and that person can fall over maybe. We can like try to get one of the guards to like help us, like, oh my gosh, can you just help me with my friend? She's like, just so she has a little bit too much to drink. Maybe catch them off. I don't know.
and then what?
I don't know, stab him in the throat. I don't know. We could, just catch him off guard and kill him, or like be like, oh my gosh, do you have a bathroom? Like I really have to pee. Like
I have been dying to act. I need to use some of my bard skills, so I'm all about being the drunk person.
So yeah, I
think-
mean, this is an option,
I
like
think it's a good option because Moxie obviously very good at acting. And I mean, Talon has really pulled it off in the past. I can
Seeing it.
turn into any number of things, so the rest of us, while you're doing that, could
and then it would
sneak
leave our
in.
sneaky people. Yeah, I'm thinking like our
I-
sneaky people.
I
Well,
was
you
gonna
and I
say,
can
like,
create
I could get in a window, like
Yeah,
up a
because
floor,
that would
and
leave
then come
like
in from the
Sarah,
top.
Bree, you to be something sneaky.
We could
You guys
sneak
can be
in while
sneaking
that's happening.
somewhere while Moxie and I are creating like oh my gosh, I'm sorry, my friend is just really drunk. She's also really pretty and plays an instrument really well. Do you want to hear her play?
You
Like,
want to hear me play? Yeah, we're in. Done.
I'm already convinced.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm all about it.
So I'm assuming, 1 or 2 guards out front. We flirt, play music, distract, and hope that the other 2 can sneak in and scope the place out. I don't know. It's an idea.
Ooh, I can try and charm them too.
I mean, you know me, I'm always ready to just like shoot people and be done with it. But like, that's kind of, it's like a little easy.
Well, I would feel a little bad. I mean, I know we don't like the Zents, but like,
Yeah.
I don't like. It might just be people who like need a job or something.
That's
and
my thing. Is
don't want to just like murder low wage
if we can
workers.
sneak Alcor out before murdering people, I mean,
Even better. So
I have a little moral compass.
So I have enthralling performance, by the way, that I've been dying to use, but didn't know what. So I can
Here we
charm
go.
up to 5 creatures.
I'm ready. Let's
So
do it.
if you just get them to listen to me play, then I think we can make some shit happen.
I think that's our best plan. A little distraction, maybe if that doesn't hold their attention, a little charm, a little enthralling, and then the rest of us just sneak in through the windows, get the friend done. We don't have to kill anybody.
Yeah, unless it all fails, then we'll
Yeah.
kill him. But only
Everything
if we
goes to
have
shit.
to.
Everybody dies. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we still don't have to kill them.
Yeah.
we
We
don't
can
have
give
to
them
hurt
the
them.
option.
How to say? Like maybe killing is like plan C.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. C or D. Yeah. We can try to convince them.
Yeah.
Look, this is just your job. You can just pretend we knocked you out and we can just go.
We could
Please,
also just
please.
knock them out. I just
Yeah.
I
Also,
wanted to
Yeah,
present
yeah.
that as an option.
Okay. Yeah. Let's
Closer
do this.
to
I think we're
F
ready.
Or A.
Fuck it. So plan A is sneak in and sneak Alcor out while we distract as many guards as are at the front.
Yes.
And then plan B is you guys have to take out, maybe knock out the 2 guards while we're still distracting.
Yes.
Plan C is the sneaking didn't work, the performance didn't work. We have to try to knock out everybody without killing. Plan D is kill everybody besides Alcor, right?
I can get on board with that.
Okay.
I think I followed that. Okay.
Okay.
But
Plan A,
you're
no one
going to be
dies.
doing the same thing basically no matter what. So
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I'm still
Yeah.
just sneaking regardless.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Ah,
You,
okay.
sneak-
Oh,
you
okay.
you be extra sneaky pants.
Okay. Okay. It's a cloak. Actually, it helps with the. But that doesn't matter. It's fine.
Oh, sneaky cloak? Cool.
Yeah. No. It's real nice. My mom gave it to me.
Mm.
Oh. My mom gave me this necklace before
Oh,
she died. That's
Oh, I'm sorry.
that's okay.
Before we go up there, this is me, the person. I'll give everybody bardic inspiration also for your check. So that's a D8 at level 5.
Okay, before you do that, everyone has inspiration right now as they're like on the board. So if you want to save that,
I don't want to say. I want to give at least Bree and Alhena because it's a D8 instead of a D6.
Okay,
So I'll do that this time.
Okay. for the sneckies.
Yes, for the snackies.
Okay.
I am also going to cast a spell.
Okay.
I will not be within 30 feet of them, right?
Of the who?
Of the sneakies.
Probably not.
Okay. Then never mind. You guys do not get my sneaky spell. Sorry.
But you're going to get my sneaky spell because I also have Pass Without Trace.
Hell yeah.
Yay!
God, I love you.
Tanya, are you okay with going later tonight?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Sid, are you okay with going a little bit later?
Yeah, a little bit. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because we could either wait until next week, to do the sneaky in and all that, or we can see how it goes, and if you guys start a fight, then it will. Then we'll have to do the fight next week.
So if we are in good behavior, we can finish tonight.
Probably.
See how it goes.
Let's see how
Okay.
it goes. Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Because
You
I
guys-
prepared Pass Without Trace.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
All right.
It was so useful.
Oh, it's so nice.
Well, if you have Pass Without a Trace, then you guys probably don't need inspiration then.
Well, how long do they last?
An hour?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Oh.
Okay. Because I was going to say, because if something comes up.
Actually,
But
yeah, it
that's-
doesn't. I'll give it to you guys. Yeah.
Okay.
Just in case we need it for something else.
At the very least, if everything goes terribly wrong, initiative is a check and we can use them on initiative.
Exactly. All right. You guys make your way over to the very south end of the docks. Sorry, I'm making a note about the "it's okay" pumpkin thing.
Oh, my t-shirt idea.
good.
It's okay, pumpkin.
Oh.
Oh, it could be
It's
like a
just gonna be-
Halloween themed shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, it could. I was thinking it'd be a picture of like the back of Moxie hugging the half orc, and the half orc just like wide-eyed, like patting her back. But I like the
And
other
also,
idea.
Moxie, what do you have? A knife.
No. So you get to the warehouse. It is a large building. There is a man sort of walking around the front of it. There are lights on the street is lit, but the sides of the building are not. It is probably about it's a very large building. It's probably like 400 feet by 200 feet, which sounds like a lot to me in my headspace. So yeah, it's big. So yeah, what Talon and Moxie, you guys are in position near the front, getting ready to act your booties off. Elhana and Bree, are you going around the side, the back? What are you thinking?
Well, I'm going to turn back into a panther first and foremost.
Hell yeah.
I guess where
We can talk about it first.
Oh yeah, I guess wherever's the darkest and looks like there might be a window up top.
Yeah, there are some like windows that can vent, and you can find one on the side of the building that has that is like slightly open. It's about, I would say, probably 30 feet in the air, maybe 40.
You can climb, yes?
Yeah, I can do that. I can jump
Right.
too.
So can
Never
I.
mind.
So Alhana's going to clap her hands together. We're just going to cast a Pass Without Trace. As a sort of dark little shimmering cloud rains down on everyone who is sneaking in with us. Maybe Nazira could
Probably
be
Nazira.
here next time.
Yeah.
And Bree and herself, and then we'll turn into a panther. I think Pass Without Trace lasts concentration up to an hour. So
Okay. And you can concentrate as a
yes, I cannot
Okay.
cast spells in wild shape form, but I can concentrate on
Okay.
spells that I cast before.
solid. Again, have not been a druid in a long time.
Same.
memory
I've
might be
read
faulty, so-
so much during this game.
All right. So, Moxie, Talon, you are up. What's going on?
I'm gonna like put my hand like around her back, even though she's taller than me. I'm gonna put my hand like around her back and kind of like underneath her arm a little bit to kind of like seem like I'm, supporting her weight a little bit, even though I'm not really, while she pretends to be drunk. And
Yeah, I have my
I think
hand
we
on
should,
your shoulder.
yeah, and I think we should both be like giggling a little bit, we're not really lying. This is funny.
Yeah.
But
All right.
I'm gonna like want us to get up close to like where the guards are and then kind of like stumble into one a little bit. Like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he kind of like steadies you, and gets very like, this is a very large, half orc man. You've seen plenty of half orcs. He looks more on the orc side than the human side. His tusks kind of come up, and he's got the two that are on the side, but there are also two smaller ones next to them. And he like kind of rights you. He's got a he's a guard. He is guarding a place, so he kind of is on alert. He's not, he doesn't think that you're not drunk, but he's kind of like, oi, watch it.
Hi.
Is he green?
Sorry.
Like, what color is he?
Like a green gray.
Moxie like puts her arm up. She's like, "Your skin looks so good next to my skin. It's such a good combo. I like
Right.
you."
All right, move along.
I don't.
Well, what are you? Hi. I'm Talon.
I'm Moxie.
Greg,
What are you doing?
my job.
You're working?
What is
Oh,
your
he's got a job,
job?
Moxie.
What is his job?
Oh,
I'm a guard. I'm guarding right now.
he's guarding? Just gonna grab Moxie's hand. So he's tough.
He's strong, I bet. It looks like strong, and his colors are pretty next to me.
I know he does look good next to you. So how long have you like worked here?
Not long, you know. It moves
Oh, a
around
new
lot.
job. Moving up in the world? Just like twirling her hair.
Kind of a lot of the same stuff. Can I have you guys roll performance, please?
Fuck yeah.
You guys both have advantages and inspirations to use.
I got a natural 20 plus 11, so 31.
Oh, thank God for I had to use one. I had to use one of my rerolls
Your
advantage.
advantage?
I got
Alright.
a dirty 20.
All right. He's
I'm
kind
acting
of like,
the fuck out of this.
hell yeah, you are. You guys killing it. Nope,
She's
not
chewing
that
the scenery like nothing.
one. Yeah. He kind of like crosses his arms. Like, it's just, it's a job. You got guard stuff. You got people,
Not just- Yeah, I mean it's not just any job though. Like somebody trusted you to guard something. I mean,
You're
yeah,
doing
I mean,
awesome. Like, you're doing so good right now.
thanks.
yeah.
It's hard work because you're up late and different shifts, different places.
Then you're awake right now. Look at you're doing it.
So
You're awake and doing it.
Moxie's used to being up late.
Oh, us too. You should hang out with us.
All right.
So, like, what time are you done here?
Oh, not until like 3. Pretty
Like,
late.
you couldn't come like have a drink with us right now. I mean, there's nobody else here who would really notice you were gone. We could go have
Yeah,
a drink right now.
Do you have a friend right here? Like, is there a friend around
Yeah,
that
I
can
mean, there's
come
two
hang
of
out with
us and
us?
only one of you.
No, I'm not. I'm not working alone. But we all have our positions. This is my position. You know. Well,
So you don't have a
where are you
friend you
drinking?
could call. We could go have one
Well-
drink, and then we'll put you back in your places.
Well, I can't leave here. But after I got 3 other friends that could come with us, and we could go get a drink.
Oh my! Moxie just starts going, guards, guard, come out. We want to meet you. Just yelling out front.
You
We're
guys.
just two very lonely women, and there's only one man here.
We need more boys.
I'll take things women have never said for 500, Alex.
Okay. Alhina and Bree, you hear this going on out front. What would you like to do?
Well, I think first, because we're shrouded in darkness and silence, so I'd like to giggle a little bit.
That's a free action.
Okay. Giggling is a free action.
Does this work? Has this worked before? Man.
I guess I'm a panther at this point. So yeah, I just just lets out a meow that just vaguely sounds like men.
Yeah, am I right? All right. Well, while that's going on, hello you.
You guys are able to climb this building pretty easily. There's some corrugation in the side. You're able to get your claws into things and sort of kick off of different bricks and stuff like that. But you make it up to the window. You're very high up now. You can peek in, and you see a fairly open area. You're up on the 2nd level, and you're able to get into this. It's sort of the room that you're in seems to be the like office of the place, and it's got windows on all the sides. You can move in and not be seen in here, and you can kind of look out into the building. You see there are 3 humanoids walking around. There's a large box in the middle. The light shining in isn't very bright. There is a light at the back door and a light at the front door. But you are able to make out that the box in the middle is somewhat of a cage. It's fairly large. I mean, it's probably the size of someone could be in there and walk around a little bit.
Guessing that's your guy.
Mm.
You want to get a little closer?
All right.
We will attempt to get a little closer.
Okay. you exit the office and start your way on the aptly named catwalk. You can kind of walk around the edge, and there's a stairway down. There are some boxes sort of on your side if you wanted to attempt to jump down onto the boxes and kind of keep out of view. Otherwise, you can walk around to the staircase and go down. That is a more open area and will be harder to sneak in. It's kind of up to you what you guys want to do.
We're good at jumping. You want to jump?
Okay.
Wow.
The jump's easy enough, but I am going to need more stealth, even though you're probably going to make it anyways. It's just, you
Plus
kick cats.
10.
Hell yeah.
I also should have been doing this from the get-go. I realized I have a Cloak of Elvenkind, which means I have advantage on stealth regardless.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. So I got another 29.
Okay.
35.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's and plus, okay, so 39.
Plus 10.
Yeah, so 39.
You guys are the knight.
I've never existed. I just-
exactly. Wait, you
I rolled
haven't even been
really
here the
high.
whole episode. Yeah.
Nope.
You guys move through this very easily. You can see that the only problem you're going to run into, you are able to move around these boxes and stuff very easily. The only problem is Elcor is in the middle of this open area, and the guards are making their way around him.
They're gonna
But-
need another distraction.
On the outside, the girls,
All right.
you guys hear. Oh, I muted myself. I mismuted myself. I got off. You guys on the outside, or on the inside, you start to hear Moxie and Talon shouting for the other guards. You see one of the guards, and hear a very tall, muscular, female-looking figure begins to make her way. Like, she kind of looks at the other ones and is like, what is going on? I'll go check it out. You keep an eye. She does the universal symbol for keep an eye on him. You guys are close enough now that you can see Elcor. He is, well, it's kind of dark. I'm not going to describe what he looks like just yet, but he's just kind of sitting with his back to the cage. And he's kind of just sitting with his legs straight out, and he's hanging out. Talon and Moxie, you hear the door open a little bit. You see a human woman who is like 6'2", jawline like it's nobody's business. She's got sort of a short curly haircut going on up top. She has red hair, muscles for days. Like, this guy's buff. She is like close to his level. She's got a battle axe on her hip, and she kind of like leans out the window and is like, "Is there a problem here?" And he's, "Oh, no, these girls are just they're just drunk and
Hi.
Oh my God, you're so pretty. What is your name? You're so pretty. I love your hair.
She like looks at them, looks at him, and she's like, "Are you serious right now?" What?
We're
They're
looking for
it's fine.
come have a drink with me, please.
It's just that they just want a drink. But are you fucking serious right now? You know that we have a job to do. You can have a drink with him after work.
I'll make a song for you.
We're here now, so I don't care about him anymore.
So, wait a second.
No, she doesn't mean that. She cares about you. She likes men and women, so it's okay. Like, she likes both of you. What is your name, lady? You're so pretty. You want me to make a song about you? I'll write you a song. I'm a bard.
She's really good too.
I'm like,
Bard. She kind of like looks at him, and my name is Foal.
full, like, I'm full of pretty things, and that's why I'm so pretty.
Fall as in the season.
Oh my god. Okay. Moxie like kind of reaches in her bag and pulls out a viola
Uh-huh.
or violin, whatever. And it's on the earthly plane. You recognize this as Mambo number 5. And what was the first guard's name?
I named him Greg, but I hate that name. His name's Gary.
Gary. And Moxie's like, she's drunk, but she's playing the fuck out of the violin. And
All
she's
right.
like, a little bit of Gary in my life, a little bit of fall is so pretty and I love her. A little bit of Gary again because he's so cute. But let's go back to fall. I love you. But it's actually good and like
My
somehow
God.
entertaining.
Okay. Would you like to make a performance check, or are you doing something magical here?
No, performance.
Okay.
Has
like,
she
I'm
made
just-
it all the way out of the door yet, or is she still just like peeking out of the door?
She is peeking out of the door. She is sus AF, but like you can see that you guys are performing well enough where she's like, okay, there's a bunch of drunk people out front.
Yeah.
God, maybe I
Can I
should.
like, am I close enough that I can like make it to like put my hand like on her shoulder or like grab her forearm a little bit and like a you know, like a
Uh-huh.
hi, come here, tell me about yourself kind of a way.
You could definitely like put your hand on her arm, and it is like solid stone. Like she's not flexing.
Are the other guards upstairs? Can they hear and see me?
Depending on how loud you play, they might be able to.
I'm playing as loud as I can, so I think I want to try to do enthralling performance
Sure.
now.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay. It doesn't say if they don't pass the DC that they
Yeah.
know that they've been charmed. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do that now.
Okie dokie. They're gonna roll. What are they rolling?
16.
What
A
kind of
wisdom
check?
saving
A
throw.
wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, the 2 at the door. Let me just look at there. This is a wisdom. That's a 0. And a 2. So, red is the 0. That's a 2. And the first one is a 12. The other one's a 2. On the inside, we'll just say that they can hear you. Oh God, yeah, no, everyone's enthralled. What is this? Why don't you read the spell to me real quick?
Okay. Let me go back to it. Once per sure. You can choose
Sid.
5 creatures that have watched and listened to you perform for 1 minute. Each target must make a win, and it is charmed. It is charmed if it fails for 1 hour or until it takes any damage. You attack it or seize. It just charmed for an hour.
Okay. All right.
So
Sorry,
as I'm
I
playing,
had a
I
gummy.
guess I
Yeah.
would imagine I could see the people watching me as I'm
Mhm.
playing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you guys come down here, and I just keep playing songs.
And like since I'm like got my arm on Fall's arm, like hand on Fall's
Mhm.
arm, I'm kind of like pulling her out of the door to like dance with her after I see the spell take hold. Like
Mhm. Yeah, she is more amenable to this now. Hold on. Okay. So she's like, all right, look, it's not just one dance, I suppose, would be fine.
that's all I'm asking.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
like maybe, you know, you'll meet me for a drink after work.
She kind of like doesn't know what to say. And will dance with you a little bit. The other 2 inside are listening to this music. What are you guys doing?
So if they're charmed and like I'm playing and I'm still playing my violin and I see
Mhm.
them like, come down, you guys, like come hang and dance with us.
They aren't gonna move any closer. they their last order was for them to stay put and to watch Elcor. Because they are charmed, they do not they don't have to do what you say, but they are friendly towards you. So they're just kind of like watching you play, and
But they are watching out the window.
They're watching out the front door.
And I yell, "What's your names?"
What is your name?
What's your name? I'm gonna put it in a song.
Yeah.
Their names are Toby and I was gonna go after my cat's names, but that's not very helpful because they're named after demons. Toby and Rocky.
So I incorporate in my Mambo number 5 tune. I just go like from each person and add another thing about them. And then if I see them starting to get a little bored with what I'm doing, I think of another song. What has a lot of come on, ride the train and ride it. Because they say Michelle, Tamika, and Tanya want to ride that train.
All right.
So,
Alhina and Bree, what are you guys gonna do?
If they're watching out the window, do we see an opportunity to, at the very least, get near the cage?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You're still gonna have to be stealthy, but with what you guys got going on, I'm not concerned about it too much.
Okay. Gonna try to get to the cage and unlock it with their backs turned.
Okay. You guys are able to...
Alhana's gonna follow and just kind of be like just ready, sort of watching them, hoping that Bree can get the cage unlocked and just like ready to pounce.
Yeah. Alhana and Bree, you guys get up to the cage and you see Elcor inside now. He is a half-elf. He was wearing really nice clothing, but right now he's just in sort of a white linen shirt. He's got high-waisted pants on with like a really thick belt, black boots, and he's like kind of sitting there. And you see he's wearing like a necklace, a very like thick charmed necklace. And you see him kind of, his eyes slowly move over to you guys, like a little, like he's very, almost like very tired or not quite concentrating on you. And he just kind of like looks a little confused. Kind of just like nods. Still looking very confused.
13 plus 6 is a 19. I'll use my bardic inspiration.
Okie dokie.
That's another 6. So 36 is 19. Another 6 is a 25.
Okay. Would you like to check for traps?
God damn it. Yes.
Okay. You can keep that number. Go ahead and check for traps.
This is not going to go well. Okay, it's not bad. It's a 14 plus 1 is a 15.
Okay. Yeah, you look at this. It's kind of it is built into the door, this lock that is on this front of basically, what is it, jail cell. And you see that there is, again, some runes around the outside of it.
Lifts one claw of the paw.
Make our way over to the cage. Try to very quietly turn back into Alhana.
I think
like
okay.
like 4 on the floor.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Does not want the hooves to make any noise.
Absolutely. All right.
Whispers leans down, whispers as quietly as she can. I only have one more of these.
Well, it's just the one cage, so.
Okay, well, it's not an easy thing to do, but okay.
Do you want me to just set it off?
No, I don't want you to kill him. We need him.
Okay.
Can try to cast Dispel Magic.
All right, what level are you casting it at?
3, because it's all I've got.
All right. At a level 3, you are able to dispel this magic that is upon this door. And Bree, you using your lockpicking skills, you unlock this cage. Very slowly opening it so it does not creak. And you see Elcor inside. Kind of sits there and shakes his head like,
I think Alhena sort of leans down again, says towards Bree and says, let me. And so she's herself again, has all of her gear. So she's gonna take Belrea's spear off of her back and just sort of like hold it out so you can see the like her symbol that's on it.
Yeah. You see a bead of recognition on his face, but he kind of looks at you, looks at the spear, looks at you, and it just seems very, like, for the situation, very confused.
Okay, Bree, something is wrong with him.
You think they drugged him or something?
I don't know. Could be drugs, could be magic. What do I have that could carry him out of here? Is there more than one door to this place?
There is a back door, yes.
Do you think you can open the back door? Because I can carry him out.
Yeah. I'll be right back. Creep toward the back door.
Man, she is so cool.
Very quiet. All right. You are able to open the back door.
I'm gonna duck into the cage. Does he like, if I get closer to Elcor, does he act like frightened or like stressed or anything?
No, just confused.
Okay, great. I'm just gonna sort of pick him up.
All right. You are able to do this. Could I get another stealth check from you because you are clip-clocking the hell out of this place?
Flip flopping. So I've got 15 plus 10, 25.
25. You are able to do this.
This is the best spell in the game.
It is, for sure. I mean, besides knock, which is just a total,
yeah.
a cheat, basically. But yeah,
I've modded this game.
You did. You see, as you walk towards the back door, Alhana, you see Bree kind of just standing there looking out the back. And Talon and Moxie, you are dancing with this very tall, beautiful woman. And you hear a click, a couple clicks behind you. And some Talon, with your passive perception, you are able to sense the movement of actually a familiar figure. You see Hubris standing there. He has 2 weapons drawn on you. They look like crossbows that don't have a cross to them. And behind him is a purple tiefling that looks to be fairly young. I mean, she's probably like 19, but she has a crossbow that is hella large, trained on you. Alhena, as you walk to the back door, Bree is standing there, looking out the door. And as you get closer, you see in front of her a slightly taller figure, white skin. She has very golden eyes, and behind her in the darkness is, you've seen them before, a Goliath. There are no tattoos on him, but he is kind of blocking most of the doorway. And the woman standing in front, looks at Bree and says, "Darling, that is completely up to them." Now, little pet, please step aside.
Alhina, may I introduce you to my ma?
Hello. You can call me Ghost. She offers a hand forward, and I think that's where we'll end tonight's session since we are going very late in the evening. You guys did a really good job of getting in here. I was expecting a fight, and I was worried about it because we were going so late. But I'm excited for next week because you guys finally get to meet Ghost. He's my favorite character. So yeah, thank you guys for playing with me tonight. Thank you to my guests. We'll go around and have everyone real quick just say where people can find you and what you do. Starting, of course, with the lovely, the talented Savvy.
That's me. Hello, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets, mostly on Twitter, where you can find my streaming schedule pinned to the top of my page. You can find me here on Sunday nights. You can also find me Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday afternoons on my home channel, twitch.tv/game nights. That's game with 2 G's and nights with a K. So yeah, come hang out with me. Also, I'm going to be streaming a lot this week. Probably, most likely, 110% involving some Nancy Drew. So come solve some mysteries with me. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah. Go ahead and watch that. And tomorrow night, you can definitely watch our lovely, God, my brain is just leaving me. I don't think I could do the adjectives tonight, guys. Miss Sid, aka Christina Sid. Why don't you tell everyone where they can find you, what you do?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid. Again, usually just talking about all the fun stuff I do on the internets, like over on game nights. I am there on Thursdays running a fantastic game of Good Society with magic. It's called Elegant Magics. Who would have thought? And then on Fridays and every other Saturday and on Sunday afternoons over there. I'm also, like Obi said, over on Monday evenings at 8 o'clock Eastern on Infinite RP, twitch.tv/Infinite RP, doing Flames of Freedom. It is the Revolutionary War plus Eldritch Horror. It's pretty great. We're going into some downtime, and I have plans. So come check it out.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for being my plant. Next up is Tanya.
Hey guys, you can find me at Tanya Roland or my weird podcast, Spider Facts with Billy, wherever you get podcasts. That's pretty much all I got for tonight. Thanks, everybody.
Perfect, thank you. And to round us out tonight is Miss Rachel.
Hi, that's me. You can find me here on Twitch at Rachel Elizabeth, where I stream things like what's the Dead by Daylight. Wow, words are hard. Where I stream things like Dead by Daylight, and then on Fridays I've been playing this character through a run of Skyrim for fun, making the decisions that Talon would make. It's been a good time. We just mostly completed the Dark Brotherhood, because she's a little murdery now. In this game and in Skyrim. And on Twitter I'm really bad at, and Instagram I'm really bad at as well. But Rachel is a mess with a Z in the middle instead of an S. That's it. And I'm here on Sundays. with my lovely friends.
Thank you very much. And I'm LB Hackmup. Just stick around for a minute more as we are going to go raid Indoors channel. They're coming back from a break in just a second. But you can find me here Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sunday nights. Tuesday, we are doing Alien Isolation again, which is going to be super fun. I'm excited to get back into that. And then Friday night, Lauren and I are going to be playing some super fun games. So hang out with us, come back, and thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my players for letting me put my silly characters in this game because I love them so much. But I guess for now, I'm LB Hack 'em Up. Hack recklessly. Bye.